Hey folks, Troy Dooley over here with MLM Help Desk giving you the weekly news, and I want you to know that we are a proud sponsor of the AMP, the Association of Network Marketing Professionals. I was nominated and accepted the nomination to be the chairman of the communication committee over there, serving with such greats as Darren Falter, the co-founder and head honcho over there at Yoli, sitting with people like Ariana Reed, one of the most articulate and inspirational consultants that I've seen out there in the industry. You know, that's it. Mel Atwood from over at Your Solutions. I mean, this board is a phenomenal board to do work with. Jim Gilhouse sits up here with me. You know, what we are seeing and what we're going to be showing you folks is unprecedented. If you haven't joined the AMP, you need to. It's a $50 a year membership. It's tax deductible. You want that. We're going to put some stuff up here in the blog post. But I've got a brand new book in by Howard Schultz called Onward. This is great. Listen to this. How Starbucks fought for its life without losing its soul. I've been a stockholder of Starbucks for many, many years. Watched my stock go up and down. But Howard Schultz wrote this new book, and I found the introduction to be so rewarding, and I want people in direct selling to listen to this. There's been this controversy for years. Should I be private or should I be public? And the critics will tell you, if they're a publicly traded company, that it's better to have full disclosure. The critics for private companies will tell you, well, they're only out for their shareholders. It all comes down, and I've said this for years, it all comes down to what the vision of the owner, the original CEO, the creator, the visionary was. Listen to this. In the fall of 2010, as this book went to press, Starbucks has just posted its best financial performance in 40 years. 40 years after its launch, it's doing better today than it did before. I thought that was great. Listen to this. While these numbers are just one measure of our company's success, they are not what makes Starbucks truly successful, at least not by my definition. Here's the founder of a company that says it's not about the numbers, it's about the people. When the rest of Wall Street sometimes gets it wrong, when network marketing looks at the numbers, we want to be the next billion-dollar business. We want it instead. I'm going to show you some companies today that are focused on the people. I thought this was great. This right here is the perfect part. It doesn't matter if you believe in private or publicly traded companies. Right here, it all goes down to the leader. No business can do well for its shareholders without first doing well by all the people its business touches. If a shareholder, private or public, is going to make a profit, it's all about the people. I thought that was phenomenal. You know, this is the transparency that I've been talking about for the last few weeks, needing in network marketing. Listen to this. By 2007, Starbucks had begun to fail itself. Obsessed with growth, we took our eye off of operations and became distracted from our core of our business. No single bad decision, no tactic, no individual person was to blame. The damage was a slow and quiet, incremental. It was like a single loose thread that unravels a sweater inch by inch. Decision by decision, store by store, customer by customer, Starbucks was losing some of its signature traits that it had been founded on. Worse, our company's self-induced problems were being compounded by external circumstances. How many great network marketing companies have gone through the same thing? How many small ones? I'm going to list some companies on here that are reinventing themselves, and I think it's phenomenal, just like Starbucks has been doing. They're getting back their soul, and that's what it's about. I talked about Vemma last week. In a down economy, popped up 19%. Just in March this year, has had the best quarter in their history. I think it's because the owner's spirit, just like in Starbucks. At the same time, a systematic shift in consumer behavior was underway, and people became not just more cost-conscious, but also more environmentally aware, health-minded, and ethically driven. This is great. They don't blame the fact that the customers changed like some companies do. They said, we realize what's going on. We missed the boat in the beginning. I thought this was great. Listen to this. These were daunting challenges for my company. And when it comes to Starbucks, I take every threat very personally. Starbucks is my blood. It is such a part of me that letting it unravel simply was not an option. Too many people had worked too hard to create a company that rewarded its employees and investors. Notice how he puts employees first. They don't have a distributorship, but it rewarded its employees over its investors, and that for years had delivered superior products and an experience. Folks, this is a book everybody should buy, but this is the big thing right here. I don't care if your company's public or private. It better be about the people. It better be about the end user. It better be about the distributors. It better be about the employees. That's what makes a company great. It doesn't happen overnight. You're going to have to be changing, constant change, and that's what Howard talks about. In fact, let me pick this back up. Ariana's going to get mad at me. I'm already at 5 minutes on this thing, but this is such a powerful part right here. When you look at some of these chapter headings in here: love, confidence, courage, hope, pain. I'm telling you what, this is one of the most transparent companies that's out there. A company that's doing their own thing inside this niche, but they're inside direct selling, is Javolution, known by Java Fit inside of the network marketing arena, known out there in their retail brand as Cafe La Rico, and one of their top shareholders happens to be Richmond Holdings. And I tell you what, if you guys haven't heard about Richmond, some of you know exactly who they are. They're the largest single stockholder of Avon. They're run by John Rockin and his family. Powerful guys and gals all in themselves. Listen, they're up over 80% from last year, and this was just put out in a press release by David Brisk, their CEO. They just created a brand new, not created really, but they increased their roasting capabilities for one of their subsidiaries, and they really are the category creator of fundamental gourmet coffee. This isn't instant coffee. This is gourmet beans. They roast their own. I'm telling you what, if you're in network marketing today, you're looking around looking for something, call me. I'll tell you about this company. The coffee niche inside of direct selling is very small, very young, and very powerful, and people love it. Let's look at some other good stuff right here. Ameriscience still working with NASA, doing some great stuff. This is a company I first came in contact with back in 2005 when my MD actually became a part of the company, came into the company where I was actually running at the time. We talked, had a great time. He loves the products, phenomenal products. This company is poised to do some great stuff. You're going to love it. Let's keep our eye on it. Another major alliance. I can't share everything with you right now, but I can tell you a multi-million-dollar Texas company that's got international expansion going out the yin-yang right now is getting ready to forge a strategic alliance with a company out of California that has the worldwide rights to a very powerful scientific lab-tested ingredient. And they've been growing like crazy all in their own. This alliance is going to explode. I believe take this company, the new combination here will take it way over the $100 million mark. It's definitely going towards those international billion-dollar marks that they're looking for. You know what? If I had to give it a category, if I had to tell you what company would it, they may have explosive growth that makes Monavie look like kids play. I mean, this is going to be amazing. We're going to announce this here pretty quick. Another major announcement's coming out on Monday. Be watching for it. We're going to do a short post on it. LifeShare is going to be doing something major. Michael Yank is doing something that is powerful for his distributors, and I'm excited about this. He told me, Troy, I'm not making it public until Monday, but you can share a little bit, and that's what I'm doing. This is going to be pretty powerful. Michael and his company have been sponsors of AMP. I'm telling you that right now. They've done some great stuff for us. But folks, it's exciting to see what's happened. I mentioned at the top of the post what had been going on over at Vemma, what BK and the team has been doing. It's this out-of-the-box thinking. It's what Howard's talking about right here in his new book. Okay, it's got to be in your heart. You got to cut yourself, and it's got to bleed the company. Okay, it's got to bleed the brand, and that includes your brand, not just the company brand. That's what I love about Garrett McGrath. Garrett sits with me over on the communication, him and Sylvia. I tell you what, they have been able to co-brand. Hey, you know what? I've been using this on my bald head right now. This is from Evolve. They were able to take the Evolve company, make it their flagship company underneath Team and Spirit. And that's what I'm talking about. That's the key to success in direct selling. You find the company, you find the leadership, you find the product, you find the team, and success follows all the time. Live life like it's an epic adventure. We'll see you at the top.